Well, we're leaving Freddie's place, and now we're going on a trip of a lifetime that I've been waiting for well over a decade for a phone call, somewhere between 10 and 15 years, and we're going to Arizona. So we got a night in Albuquerque, and then a night in Sholo, Arizona, and then we'll be in camp. So pretty exciting stuff. Ending trip 1, now it's on to number 2. Perfect. Well, it's the morning of September 12th. We're just outside of Sholo, Arizona at White Mountain Apache reservation. And to say I'm excited is this lifelong dream. I've been chasing this tag for over a decade, and an opportunity came up, and so we're here. And the expectations of the animals we're about to see is anything like we've ever seen before. It is purely Jurassic Park from what I've been told in the pictures and the stories that we got to hear last night. So excited to be here. What do you think, man? All these stories of nuts. We listen to Richard tell a bunch of stories while waiting for daybreak to happen, and everything, if it's not 400 or bigger, it doesn't get his attention. It's crazy how their expectations here are in the high 3s, low 400s. It's nothing like I've ever experienced.
First full, how many yards?
Oh, he was at 39.
39.
Yeah, that's great. He's just young.
Yeah, young bull.
Yeah. Great encounter though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool to see. Well, it's afternoon of day 1, and we've been driving for almost an hour and a half to get back in here. It's pretty deep. We just got out of the truck when we heard our first bugle. Unfortunately, we've got a serious cloud cover and some thunder. I think the rain's gonna hit us, but it's cooled down about 11 degrees since we left camp, so that's a good thing. Obviously because of this front, so it's gonna be interesting to see how bad we're gonna get dumped on, but if they're bugling, we're gonna go.
talked, he said, don't shoot anything bigger, don't shoot anything smaller than that until we get towards the end of the week, because he truly believes we're chasing high 3s, low 4s. I don't believe we just did that.
Wall ball. I'll say about 350. The forward. Weak. The fed weak. A little narrow. Good mass. It's just not quite big enough to shoot. Got him in ball range. Excellent job.
Well, morning at day 2, we had a serious rainstorm come in last night for about an hour. Thunder, lightning. Don't know how much rain we got, but it was pretty serious to the point that they were concerned about roads getting up here. So we just got out the truck, and Richard just heard some bulls down this ridge. So we're going to lace them up and start the walk, because we're on top of a ridge mountain and they're down below, and he believes they're going to come up to bed. So there you go.
To me, it's like a medium-sized bear.
Well, let me get you up to speed. I've seen about 7 bears in my life, and they've all happened in the last 12 hours.
It's a male bear. This is the biggest bear we've seen so far. Yeah, I can tell now. Yeah, that's the biggest we've seen so far.
Richard has got to give us this. The last 3 bulls we've gotten this. We need this, Richard.
Getting there. We're getting there. Getting closer. We'll find out. We'll find out.
It's a magical place, though. Nothing like it. Well, as a heck of a way to end day 2. Richard thinks he was maybe 350, no more than 355, and we're trying to get above that. Is what the camp boss wants us to shoot, so obviously we want to be in good graces with him. So, great encounter. We got within 225 yards from us. Gave us a nice little show, but day 2's coming to an end. We only got about 10 minutes of daylight. We don't have another bull to chase, so looking for day 3 in the AM. This place is like Jurassic Park. It's nothing I've ever seen before. Yeah,
It's the one from earlier.
Gotta be kidding me. Wind swirled. Yep. Wind's right on my back. Yep. Well, it doesn't get any closer than that. We had him at 33 yards, and then the wind swirled right at him, and that was it. Game over. It's been in our favor all afternoon, and then the final minute and a half when we need it most, it swirls on us. Well, it's morning of day 5. It's like Groundhog's Day, and we're in a completely different part of the ranch. It's really flats in these juniper trees, so it's really kind of wide open. It's really kind of different from where we've been the last 4 days. So we've got some intel. There's a few bulls in here that are good size, so we just got one to pop off. We got a good walk in front of us, so be anxious to get our eyeballs on him to see what he looks like. He looks small, right over my head. I can't get a good look at him through these trees. I don't want to expose myself. Well, we finally got eyeballs on him, and Richard's probably 100 yards behind us. And he gave us a thumbs down. He wasn't mature enough, so I'll have to find another one. Yep, I see the tops. Yeah, I see the tops of the antlers. How big do you thought it was? 350? 360. I just saw his tops, and the tops he looked definitely mature. I didn't get a good look at him.
It's gigantic, Richard.
Right there. Thumbs up right there.
What's that?
Thumbs up.
Well, Richard took us to a whole other part of the ranch. We've never been here before, and we got to this top of this mountain, threw out some bugles, heard a few, and then we got around this corner, and we didn't know these two were here, and one of them is definitely mature. So he started coming our way. Now we're just waiting to see what he's going to do and see what game plan we're going to come up with. But he's a beautiful bull.
So running at that little bull. Look at that.
don't know if we can go across. I know this from there. It's an old road, but I don't know if it's passable.
Can we get to the top where we're sitting right now, straight above it?
I think we can. We can try. I don't know the road part.
Well, we've been sitting on the bull for about an hour and 25 minutes or so, and it's bedded down. They haven't moved, and so we are going to make the move and drive all the way around, get a better vantage point because we can't see them right now. We run over a ridge. We believe better on the backside of the ridge to get out of the sun. So we're gonna drive around, eyeball them, and then decide on which direction based on the wind when we get over there and how we're gonna get to them. So the saga continues. One obstacle after another. We got a fallen tree on our 2-track stopping us from where we need to be. So trying to figure out what we're gonna do. Cut through the woods and go around it, or cut some small stuff.
Well, where we're at, on the reservation, we're allowed to use any weapon. So the fact we're running out of time, and this is a world-class animal, I don't think we're gonna get it done with a Matthews. So we're gonna bring out the long stick Matthews and see if we can get this thing done. Wind is good. We actually passed this bed on the way down where we're looking at it for an hour and a half. So now we've got to get to this bend in the 2-track and belly crawl. And then probably 100 yards from that corner, there's a knoll. We're going to have to get on top of that knoll, and then it'll probably be within 150 is my guess. I'm behind you, but you'll have to tell me when I can move or not. Send it. I can't get steady. Richard, you gotta call. I got the tree in my way. It's gonna work out. I know, I don't want to free in 300 yards, dude.
He's gonna cut up. See where they're cutting up.
Yeah.
He's the last one. Richard, call.
God.
There we go.
Can't find him.
You?
Yep.
I'm ready.
Miss or hit?
Keep eyes on them, they're right there. I didn't see him come out of there. He did not come out of there.
I don't have binocs, guys.
I just see the cows.
Well, we believe we shot him at 12:45. It's now 1:10. A couple key factors. Unfortunately, Casey was running the camera and he was running off freehand, and that was our mistake. We should have had a tripod, but we had to drop our packs and basically belly crawl to the point we were, and we didn't think we would have the tripod and make it even work. So we made that decision. And upon the hit, we did not see any dirt behind him. We did see him hunch. We saw the 4 cows go through the ditch, go out of the ditch, and they're long gone. He went in the ditch and didn't come out. So we're gonna give it an hour till 1:45 before we go in there. And I've been glassing since then on this hillside trying to find him, and I can't find him. Fingers are definitely crossed in this one. This is the second largest bull I've ever seen in my entire life, and I've been hunting elk for, this is the 20th year. It's something I can't put in words. I'm not going to get too excited until we know we've got him in the truck. So, lost for words right now. Anticipation is absolutely killing me.
All right, so these guys are heading out to pick up what hopefully is a great blood trail. I'm going to stay here and signal them from across the canyon here. With any luck, Greg will be able to pick up blood at the shot site and then progress down. We got everything earmarked from where he shot the elk to all the way to where we last saw it. So they're making their way across now, so I'll flip the camera out and show you what's going on.
Richard found him. I can see him through my binocs, through the brush pile. All I see is a tan, and I see the entry hole. That's all I see. He is down.
How are my directions, Richard? Work good.
Yeah.
Did you see me take my digger?
No, because he come out real close to where the bull was, so I was trying to signal him.
Oh my gosh, I fell down a 5-6 foot ravine.
You all right?
Oh, my shin's a bust. Knock on the scope. Yeah.
Well, you don't need it anymore.
Don't need it anymore.
Don't slide it in and get off.
Let's go look at this thing.
Good job, Richard.
Yep.
I don't get this beast out of here.
I don't know how they do this. They walk through here like it's nothing.
Yeah, he ran into here.
Oh my God, dude. Look at this beast. Oh my gosh. Holy buckets. What did we do, Casey? Holy, get in here, buddy. Oh, tell you, Richard's been on our side all week long, but he knew exactly where we were all the time. And last night he said, you know what, we may try something different this morning. And I said, hey, you know the place. And sure enough, by I think it was 9 o'clock, we had found this guy just purely blind scouting and calling, and he responded, and we finally got eyeballs on him. And I don't think I'll ever forget what you said, Richard. You said this is a world-class animal. And he was right.
It's definitely world class. I've been doing this for 20 years this year, this September. And this is my first with a gun. And man, did we ever hit it out of the park.
Oh yeah.
We made that decision at the truck because we looked at the terrain and said there's probably no way we're gonna get it done with a Matthews. And on the reservation, we have the option to use any weapon. And so we brought the 300 Win Mag with us and came up with a master plan up on top of the hill. Had to go downwind, to go down the mountain, to come back on a 2-track road. And we had a pretty good idea where they were, and they actually got up. They must have heard us. I had one small opportunity to shoot and let the 300 bark, and I think he fell within 150 yards of where we hit him. And I would never, ever, would have ever guessed to shoot an animal of this size. But huge thank you to Richard, Chadwick, and of course Casey behind the camera. He's been hanging in there all week and putting in the miles just as much as anybody and giving his 2 cents of what we should do. And I always say, Casey, couldn't do it without you, man. I don't know what to say, Richard. This is absolutely crazy. His mass is, I can't get my hands around it. No matter where I grab, it's just insane. First Arizona bull, and it is one for the books. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for everything.
You're welcome.